What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching The Road to Beast Wars. This is just a web series where we're talking about the production of Transformers Rise of the Beast. This is episode number 17, and it feels like a while since I put out an episode. And for me, it definitely does, and I'm sure for you guys, it probably feels longer. I'm glad to have some more content and material to bring to you guys because we got some things to talk about. It's not like going to be a major report or update, but it's definitely something to keep you guys afloat while we await some more exciting news. But regardless, I think it's still very exciting to see developments. So without further ado, we're going to go over to, or rather give a big shout out to our correspondent in Montreal. That's Transformers Alt Modes. Go follow him on Instagram because he's back in Montreal with updates. So we are going to start off with this exterior shot. This is a really nice shot, by the way. It's a really really well it looks really nice. I believe this is the Royal Bank Tower building. This is the front entrance of it, and because of the way it looks, it's old architecture. It definitely can work as a entrance to a museum, or some kind of building of that type, of some kind of a historical exhibition. In any case, I really like the architecture of it. I like that they chose to use this building, this entranceway, for some of their architecture because it makes for really good set design, right? So that's really cool. What we have next is a lot where they're holding the New York City police cars. Now, there is a police car with covering over it. And why are they covering this one? And I think that, I don't think it's a Transformer. I don't think it's a Barricade or Prowl or any other police car that transforms. I think this is a police car that actually has the stunt driver rig on top of it, where the stunt driver is actually driving on top of the police car. That's what I think that is, because if you look at it, it's kind of like, it's got a lot of right angles. So I really don't think that it is going to transform or anything like that. I just think that the driving apparatus, the stunt driving apparatus, the rig is actually on top of it, which means that they're going to get some, one of these New York City police cars is going to be a hero car during the chase, and there's probably going to be a human inside of it, like a police driver, a police officer driving that vehicle, and they're going to do some shots of him his performing during a car chase, unless Anthony Ramos' character Noah ends up jacking a police car. Who knows? Here is an aerial shot of the lot where they're building the maximal caves, or the drainage fissures, and these hills. I'm really curious to see what this is going to look like. I'm really curious about that. Like the final product, you also notice that there's a blue screen behind it, which means that they're going to composite some backgrounds around it. That's going to be really interesting, because all we've seen is the construction of them, like this photo right here. All we've seen is just the construction of it. It doesn't look complete. It looks like there should be more to it. But in any case, this is a really massive lot, and we still haven't seen what's going to be filmed there. All we've seen is the construction of these structures, these supposedly natural structures, along with the maximal cave, the drainage fissure. We've seen a construction of them, but we haven't actually seen them in use. We haven't seen their application. So that is going to be really curious and exciting. And I'm just really curious how long they're gonna film for in Montreal, because August is almost we're at August 23rd now. So in a week we're gonna go into September, and it makes me wonder how much more needs to be filmed in Montreal, because I still haven't seen explosions yet. I haven't seen gunfire. We've seen the car chase, but we haven't seen much more than that. So, excuse me, that is going to be really curious. Now we're going to move over to our correspondent in Peru. That's Ultra Prime TF. Go follow him on Instagram. And it looks like we got shots of Terrocons. I'm really not sure if they're Terrocons, but I'm just going to put out the theory, and that is the Terrocons are only going to show up in Peru, and these covered up vehicles are them. Looks like a tow truck. Looks like another type of a big truck of some kind. After all, we do know that Scourge is a Mad Max style truck. And I'm still going to go with that they merge. It just feels like, why waste a bunch of trucks if they're not going to merge and combine? I'm going to go with that. I could be wrong, of course. I'm just guessing, all right? But there's one of the trucks that's covered up. Here's another one. This one definitely looks like a tow truck, but obviously we can't tell because it's covered up. They're being really secretive about it. And here's some more trucks that are covered up. So I think in total there are 4 trucks. Which means that there's 4 Terrorcons, not including Nightbird, not including Scourge. So honestly, there could be 6 Terrorcons in total, unless there's 5. But that's what I'm thinking. And what's very interesting about this is that in these photos, Ultra Prime TF actually hashtagged Cusco Peru. I actually don't know what Cusco is. I decided to look at Google Maps and find out. So I'm just going to read you what it says here. Cusco, a city in the Peruvian Andes, was once capital of the Inca Empire and is now known for its archaeological remains and Spanish colonial architecture. Plaza de Armas is the central square in the old city with arcades, carved wooden balconies, and Incan wall ruins. The Baruch Santo Domingo convent was built on top of the Incan Temple of the Sun, Coricancha, and has archaeological remains of Inca stonework. That's very interesting. On Google Maps is this section over here. And so let's just take a look at the area, okay? And look at that. This is a breathtaking valley. And here's some more great shots. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks like there's like bodies of water that are like in these walls, these natural walls. They're probably used for harvesting. Look at this. This was part of the Inca Empire. These stone structures were used back in how many hundreds of years ago. Here's another shot. It's definitely a major tourist attraction if you're in Peru. And of course, look at that. There's some stone structures that are still intact. So this is very, very interesting. I'm really excited to see Peru in this detail because I've been fascinated by Peru. I know I have some friends that hiked Machu Picchu and they show me photos. Very, very amazing. Okay. And to know that they're going to go into, this is a Beast Wars story that is going to take place in Peru in this type of area, that's really awesome. Because, they always find a way to connect the Transformers with something from history, whether it be the dinosaurs, whether it be Stonehenge, or the Hoover Dam, or the pyramids. They always find a way to connect history, like ancient history, with the Transformers, and I really like that. I think that's very interesting. Sure, it's been used again and again, but it works. I have no problem with it. I think it's really cool how they decided to do that because when they wrap the story around it, it makes you wonder. It makes you think. It makes you think about maybe the Incans or the Mayans, they did know that aliens existed in real life. Maybe they did. There's some inspiration there. But I'll say this. Peru, I think the sequence in Peru is going to be spectacular. I think this is the final battleground for Transformers Rise of the Beast. This is going to be a Beast War in this Beast Wars live action film. This is the final battleground between the Autobots, Maximals, and the Terrorcons. That's what I'm going with because, obviously they're filming a lot of, stuff in the city, but of course you save the best for last. You save the most exotic location for the final act. And that's why I'm going to go ahead and say that the final battleground for this film will be in Peru, in Cusco, Peru, with the Terrorcons. Okay? I think that's a very safe bet. Okay? And I'm going to go with that. What they're going to do there? Probably blow some stuff up like they did in Revenge of the Fallen. It's probably going to be something big. You know how we got a Devastator in the pyramids in Egypt or Jordan. Now we're going to have potentially, maybe, I'm guessing, Abominus in Cusco, Peru. That's going to be really cool. Anyways, that's my update for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.